Kiunga in the western province and Gualala in central have had some tragic plane crashes. In the recent, 11 died when their plane crashed near the Kiunga airstrip last Wednesday. As investigations continue, at least 2 MPs whose districts depend entirely on air transport want the government to look into rural roads seriously. Mark Kayok reports.
Kiunga is situated on the northwest of Daru in Western Province. There are no roads connecting this area to the outside. It is only accessible by air from the rural district of Telefomin and other substations operated by both the government and churches. People and services depend on air transport.
Here I'm black cement suppose 3,000 black cement 6,000. Problem long freight chata tas wala man was with pricey one time.
On Wednesday, the 13th of April, one of those flights into Kiunga ended in a tragedy. A Britain-Norman Islander aircraft operated by Sunbird Aviation departed Oxapmin for Kiunga at around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. On board the aircraft were 11 passengers, including the pilot. Minutes before touchdown at the Kiunga airport, the aircraft apparently crashed approximately 1,200 meters short of the runway. Among the dead were 9 adults and 3 children, all killed when the plane plunged into trees. What happened was an accident, and they do occur despite the best of precautions. The Civil Aviation Safety Authority is responsible for safety and security of passengers and the planes within Papua New Guinea. Just days before the Kiunga crash, the Chief Executive Officer and Director Wilson Sagati spoke on this program on air safety. He said the best safety steps are enforced, meeting international practices, but accidents do happen.
Our role as a civil aviation safety is to develop and establish safety and security standards that ensure that the industry and stakeholders who are involved in the civil aviation systems adhere to that standard. By adhering to the standard, as much as possible, you try to avoid accidents.
Okay.
But as I alluded to earlier, there's no absolute safety.
The Safety Authority is tasked to ensure that accidents don't happen, but once there is one, the Air Accidents Commission takes over. In the Kiunga crash, a team has been dispatched. Also, a representative from the engine manufacturer, Rolls-Royce, is part of the investigations. International practices and air accidents investigations are being employed here. Prime Minister Peter O'Neill has called for a full and thorough investigation. The Kiunga crash has now led to calls for districts to be linked by roads. Today, many districts in Papua New Guinea remain isolated and can only be served by aircrafts. Leading that call are 2 MPs, whose electorates are such: Solan Mirishim of Telefomin, where the plane went down, and William Samp, whose district of Gualala is similar to Telefomin.
By this time, these communities should be connected by road. Tolokuma has been operating in Gualala for how many years? By now we should have an all-weather road connecting Tolokuma to Eritano.
Road links is also high on the Gualala MP's list. Gualala has also been a location of the 2012 and 2014 crash where several people have been killed. Mr. Samp wants the government's Rural Airstrip Agency, or RAA, to ensure safety is paramount for the general public.
We have engaged rural airstrips to MOA with our Gualala District Development Authority. We have assigned MOA in place where the Rural Airstrips Agency is tasked to proceed with maintenance of all our airstrips that are close in the district.
He's also calling on the government to prioritize roads as Goilala and Kiunga accommodates two of the country's multi-million kina mines, Tolokuma and Oktedi. And with roads as an alternative, there is another problem. The teleforming to Kiunga Road, officially launched last year by the national government, has been halted due to financial constraints.
Mark Kayok reporting there. This is PNG Tonight. After the break, Sleepy Jimmy in the Highlands comes alive.